Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique, and this is Art with Mo. Today, I wanted to just get started with doing a drawing of a character off of Outer Banks. Her name is Madison Bailey. If you want to find her on Instagram or just look her up. She plays the character Kiara in Outer Banks, and that is on Netflix. It's a really great show. I plan on doing a new series and just kind of drawing all of the characters and seeing if I can improve and then maybe, I don't know, get noticed. Just kidding. But I really enjoy the show, so I thought that I would draw all the characters, and when I am finished, I plan on putting them all together and making them kind of more cohesive as a piece together. I'm super excited to just get started with this. So right now I'm just working on the sketch. You can't see the reference right now because I'm actually doing this on my computer. So I have the reference on my computer, but you will see the reference in just a sec, and here it is. So she is wearing a winter hat. Right now it is December, but where I live it's not snowing quite yet. So I thought this picture would work really well because her background is actually very green and it's just really lovely. I wanted to draw her first because I enjoyed her character the most out of the entire series. I don't really want to get too much in depth about what type of character she is in the show, but she's really beautiful, and so I just wanted to draw her first. If you have seen the TV show before, make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know and others know what your favorite thing is about the show and what's your favorite character. Which one are you most excited about me drawing as well? She was the one that I wanted to draw the most, so again, that's why I drew her first. I brought in her reference to Procreate because I wanted to make sure that her proportions were pretty accurate, and I think I nailed them. They're pretty close. I am trying to practice more with not using the grid method. I really want to practice on doing freehand sketches first and not using the grid method because it can be kind of a crutch for me, especially when I am using my iPad and I'm using the grid method and then I switch over to using just pencil and paper, because when I use pencil and paper I don't use the grid method, so it makes it a little bit harder whenever I'm making that transition from digital work to traditional work. So I wanted to do a screen recording also, so I hope you guys enjoy this type of video as well. Let me know down in the comments if you would prefer me to do a top-down recording angle and showing you how my hands are moving on my iPad so that you can see everything. But for me, doing a screen recording is a little bit easier because then I can not worry about setting up my camera and worrying about lighting. So this is what you guys get for this video, but if you'd like me to change it up, then just let me know. As I am working on adding in some of those shadows to her face, I wanted to talk about how I've been doing with my artwork. So I've been kind of busy with just helping out my grandparents and doing other things in life, and so I haven't had a whole lot of time to practice my artwork, and I feel like my artwork has kind of suffered a little bit, which is unfortunate. But I wanted to say that I was pushing myself to create art when I should have probably just taken a break from it for a little bit. So as I was doing this portrait, I was, kind of trying to get back into doing portraits again. And I've done like little doodles here and there, but I haven't done a full blown portrait. So getting back into art has been fun, especially with this particular piece, because I really wanted to draw her and I really liked the show. So I felt like I had a better connection with this piece than previous pieces that I've done before. And what I mean by me kind of suffering a little bit with my artwork and taking a break a little bit is, now that I'm doing this portrait, I feel like I've kind of forgotten how to do artwork. I don't know if you guys have ever felt that way before, but there are certain lines that I was making, or like adding in these highlights and the shadows. I felt like I was a little lost, and that this piece took me a lot longer than it should have. But in the end, I feel like this piece turned out pretty darn well, and I'm happy that I was able to finish it. There's been a few pieces that I've started but I haven't finished because I didn't like the way that it was turning out. Like, I was doing a draw this in your style last week, but I gave up on it because her face was looking really, really weird. I liked the pose that I had put her in, but everything else, it just seemed really off. I might still come back to it, but for right now, I'm just gonna take a break from that until I feel a little bit more comfortable with my artwork again. So just wanted to put that out there. If you guys are struggling with your art, maybe take a small little break and come back to it, and maybe you will get back in the groove of things. And this painting really helped me get back into the groove because I hadn't been doing portraits for a little while, at least full blown portraits with the color and shading and highlights. Normally I'll just do a small little sketch, but with this one I pushed myself a little bit further, and I actually followed through with adding color to this piece, and I'm really happy that I did, because I feel like it, helped me get back in the groove of creating art again and just doing portraits, which is something that I really enjoy doing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll come back a little bit later, but for right now I just want you guys to watch what I'm doing, and I'll be back. So, if you're an artist, you know the point you get to when you're like, man, this is looking really rough. Is this just the ugly stage, or does this piece really not look good? Well, that's the point I'm at right now, is the point of, wow, she's looking really off right now. And the whole reason why I think she's looking off is because her mouth isn't done. So I've been just rendering her skin and everything else around her, but nothing nothing else is really finished. Like her hair's not finished, her hat's not finished, her shirt. She doesn't have a mouth besides the sketch. So if you ever got into that stage like I did, just keep pushing through, because in the end, I promise you it'll look good. And if it doesn't look good, then you at least learn something for the next piece that you're going to do. Don't give up, just keep on pushing through, because it'll be worth it. You guys can probably already tell this video is a little bit all over the place, at least with what I'm talking about. But I was gonna say that I enjoyed this painting because I really learned some things, I guess you could say, or I just remembered. I remembered why I enjoyed creating portraits, or why I like to add a little bit of texture to the face. And I'm really happy that I did this portrait and that I'm doing this series of Outer Banks, because I can really focus on the things that I enjoy about doing portraits. And so far, what I enjoy about this portrait and what I'm learning that I like is I like the texture in the face and then in the neck as well. And then I also like to add shine to the face and really like kind of not blow them out of proportion, but really make sure that the viewer sees those highlights. I don't want them to be hiding. I want them to be almost in your face, but not too much, you know? And I am also learning new techniques of like how to do the hair, which you'll see in a little bit, but with different parts of the portrait. Like I'm learning a lot of things that I enjoy doing, and I am going to commit it to memory so that I can put it towards other pieces that I'm going to do. And then also, like, there may be certain things that I don't like about this portrait, but I may not like them, but it's teaching me things that I can change for the next piece. So, like for this one in particular, some things that I may not like too much is like how I did the creases in her eye there. I would like them to be a little bit more defined, but not too much, because if they're too defined, then she's gonna look really old, and she's not old. So I would like to define those a little bit more, so from further away the viewer can see them, but it's a little faded. So I would like to work on that more, or making sure that her cheeks don't look too sunken in, because her cheeks are very plump. They are a little bit higher, but not too much, you know. So, like for her left eye, from where we're seeing right now, like it looks really sunken into her face. So, I would like to change that up and make it more full, because she's a young woman and she should, you know, have a little bit more life to her face. So, I really enjoy these types of studies because I learned so much about what I like and what I don't like. And like with the hair right now, I am using the hair brush that comes with Procreate. They changed it, so it's in materials now, but I alternate in between two different brushes just to add a little bit of texture. And I started with a dark tone, and it's the black one, and then I just lightened it up a little bit until I felt like it was pretty close to what her actual hair color is. And I am just going in section by section. So I started out by using the about like the mid-tone, I guess you could say. I used the mid-tone and I started that way, and then I just built up my colors so that they were brighter and brighter. And I feel like this is one of the best hair pieces that I've ever done. So I'm going to commit that to memory too for my next piece, because hair is something that I do struggle with. So doing her hair this way will help me with future pieces. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Don't worry guys, I won't talk too much longer, but I do hope that you're enjoying this video, and if you are, definitely leave a like on this video or even a comment so that I know. And if you guys ever want to talk about anything art related, or you have a question or anything, just ask away. You can ask me here on YouTube or on Instagram at Art with Mo. It's the same handle as it is for my YouTube channel. So I would love to talk to you guys. I want to build a bigger art community of friends, because right now I don't really have very many people that are interested in art like I am. There's a few people, but not like a large community, and I would like to build a large community so that we can all get together and just talk. It doesn't have to be face to face, of course, because of what's going on, but I would love just to chat with you guys in the comments. So go ahead and leave something down there, and I would love to get back to you and get to know you. Alright, so I am just wrapping up this portrait, adding in some darker tones to her hair so that it brings a little bit more three-dimension to it. If you guys have made it this far, I really, really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you guys and talk to you guys down in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. And if you would like to see this piece all finished, then make sure to head over to my Instagram over at Art with Mo, same handle as YouTube, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.